Good morning, it's 3:16 a.m. Thursday, April 11th, 2019, Eastern Standard Time. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Now, as I spoke on my video yesterday, I told you they're looking to bring the price down. It is now below $85. Let's take a look at the Kettling balls. There goes your first Kettling wall. It's at $86.03. So don't expect it to go over $86. And the bottom Kettling wall, 2,912. You see it here. It's at 84.48. Once again, those two Kettling walls belong to the market maker. It's been stated clearly in the letter. That makes it clear that the market maker is manipulating the price of Litecoin on Coinbase and all the other coin, as Coinbase has stated that the market maker is involved in every trading pair that is on Coinbase. As far as the 40 cents spiel that they spit out, let's check that. They said in order to be fair, the market maker was putting his trades 40 to 44 cents away from the last sale. Let's see if that still stands, if that's true in any form or way. Okay, you got 86.03 minus the last sale, 85.18. We already know where this is going, people. That's double the 40 cents. Okay, almost double the high mark of 44 cents. So we're seeing 85 cents. So the statement that they gave the New York State Financial Service Department for the sell side, bullshit. Now let's go to the other side. We got the last sale, 85.16, minus where the wall is, 84.48. I gotta do it again. 85.18 minus 84.48. 70 cents. Now it looks like since the difference on the sell side is higher, they'll let the price recover a little bit. That's how we figured out another way, how he moves the price, the positioning of his walls, or the difference in price from the last sale. If the difference in price is higher on the buy side from the last sale, the price is going down. If the difference in price is higher on the sell side, the price is going up. So now we figured out two methods. The method that he's using to manipulate the price, that is evidently clear now by actually calculating with the information that Coinbase provided us. They gave us with their big mouth, they gave us the tools we need to prove that they're manipulating the market. They just might as well say, hey, we are manipulating it by what they gave me in the letter. So now you can see how they're manipulating the price. It's where they set the wall up from the last sale. If the wall is set up further away from the last sale by price, when you do both the calculations, in this case, it's set up to actually reflect that it's the last sale, the price being set to the wall is on the sell side. So they're going to let it go up a little bit, and it is going up. Let me see. Yeah, it's going up a little bit. You see some green there. I'm hoping I'm making myself clear. Let me state this again. When you find the walls, you need to take the price difference between the wall's price and the last sale. Then, once you get those figures, look at the wall that has a higher figure from the last sale. And that will be the direction that the price is going. We figured that out. That's how we know how they're manipulating it. Plus, this is fake volume. Now, if you notice something here, you'll notice that he's putting. Why would he put up two walls of the same market size? See? And he constantly he'll change the size of the wall, but they'll both be the same size, market size, every time he posts it. Of course, a negative and a positive washes out. He's trying to hide his volume manipulation. This exchange, it's an open and shut case, because you know why? I could just go back to the previous videos I made and get the prices of the walls and prove it now by the second formula I've come up with to figure out which direction the price is going in by calculating the distance of the walls to the mid-market price now. He's probably running the bot off of there. Okay, let's bring it down. Okay, let's make the bottom wall further away from the mid-market price than the sell wall, and down the price goes. Okay, let's bring it up. Let's make the difference of the top wall on the sell side further away from the mid-market price than the buy side. The price goes up. He's asserting pressure that way. This is damn ridiculous. These guys need to go to jail. This is open market manipulation using mathematical formulas. We just happen to figure out how they're doing it. And then the top that they compare themselves to NASDAQ. Okay, let's go over their comparison to NASDAQ. A security with one market maker. Red flag. Absolutely a red flag on NASDAQ. One market maker. Can he be trusted? Does anybody know him? No. Red flag. Okay. Number two. I talked to people who are way up in the hierarchy of, like, say, companies like BlackRock, people that work for Joseph Gunn. If you people know anything about finance, you know who Joseph Gunn is. The points on this that they charge people for trading on here, red flag. All right, that's their main concern when you talk to these people who are heavily invested in NASDAQ. Red flag the amount of points that these guys are charging. In other words, they're charging as many points as they can get away with, because this is a hot issue that sooner or later they're going to get caught. So they're trying to grab as much money as they can from the average investor. Okay, that's a red flag number two. So now we got two red flags. One market maker on a security and the points they charge per trade. Two red flags to any average investor or high net worth investor or institution. It's an absolute red flag. I've talked to them and they say no, they will not invest in crypto because the points are too high. This is coming straight out of their mouth what they're charging. Okay? And number three, the market's so easy to see that it's manipulated. Which institutional investor will invest? If I was hired, I'm a consultant in 15 years. Okay, I worked for Citibank, Bank of Tokyo, Chase, J.P. Morgan. I could go on and on. Deutsche Bank. I could just go on and on. I worked for them over years, sat in there, organized the new systems, spoke to their IT people who were bringing the new system in, and I changed the IT jargon into financial jargon so they can understand the impact that this system would have on their business. And I also wrote the procedures from IT tech talk to layman talk, so the people were able to use the system that never laid their hand on it. I trained them. That's what I did. Okay? I made the transition between the two species of animals work out. I made it a symbiosis rather than a conflict. And when you look at this, and they would say, "Okay, John, we were interested in trading crypto. Can you give us a review of what you think it is? Sit down and write a synopsis." As soon as I see these two kettling walls, I would tell them no. And then as soon as I found out there was only one market maker on a security, which sends up a red flag to any trader that manipulator, he's not a market maker, because first of all, if he's only one, he's not a market maker. I'm sorry. To be a proper market maker, you have to have competition. This is like opposing a government that has one dictator, or a parliament, or a senate. You see, one dictates the price, and the senate decides the price with the input of all the other traders, what the price will be. Over here, it's dictatorial. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. And it's highly likely that with that kind of setup, where there's one market maker, the average investor as a group will lose money, because there's supposedly one market maker is just going to manipulate the market to get the money off the average investor and put it in his pocket. That's why they will not trade here. That's the report I would give them. And it's obviously it's being manipulated by him. And for somehow, Coinbase treated it like it was a casual conversation. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, our friend Bill? Yeah, he shot and killed 3 people. He's over there having lunch. That's the attitude of Coinbase, or Conbase. One criminal doesn't see takes light of the harm that their fellow criminal is doing, because it's all in a day's work. So again, yeah, Coinbase, I want you to see this. Look, this is how many people trust you. You sent this letter in confidentiality to the New York Financial Department Services, like they weren't supposed to tell me what you guys were doing or what your reply is. More than likely, this correspondence, it's not the same correspondence you sent me. It's a typical fool's errand or trick that these companies use, these shyster lawyers that they have. Like a Hillary Clinton. In private, I have a different opinion, but in public, that opinion is changed. It depends on who's reading it or hearing it. Change their opinion. They're playing, wacko politics, whack-a-mole politics. So anybody that lives in New York, start filing complaints. Source to my information. I'm going to reopen this complaint again today. I'm going to speak to Mr. Graves. I didn't have time yesterday, because I'm dealing with something else. And Coinbase cracks me up. Their own trading policy says, their trading rules. Let's go to their trading rules. Say, manipulation will not be tolerated from anybody on our system. It's prohibited, except for the market maker. The market manipulator. He can run amok. The market maker, I'm sorry, if he's on here trading, he has to abide by the same trading rules as anybody else. But here it is, the market maker is manipulating the price of Litecoin rather than letting arbitrage, like say if you're out of whack with Binance, say Binance is $90 versus $85 on Coinbase. Of course, every arbitrator in the world is going to say, okay, let's Binance is selling for 95. Let's buy on Coinbase and sell it on Binance. We'll take the $5 difference minus the fees. And sooner or later, Coinbase will equal the same price as Binance after the arbitration takes care of it. But over here, they're not doing that. They're letting our Lord and Master, the great and almighty market maker, okay, which I don't believe he's a market maker because, or even he shouldn't even be on this system because by the terms of the trading rules that Coinbase puts, this guy is not supposed to be manipulating the market. He's supposed to follow the same rules. He's a trader first and the market maker second. Just because he's providing liquidity doesn't give him the right to break the trading rules. You got to remember, he's also trading on this system. And he's violating the terms of the trading rules. He's violating the terms of the contract that he has with Coinbase, and he's robbing all the other lower wealth clients. It's that easy. These walls shouldn't be here. He should be putting up trades, buying and selling all of these trades here. Just going in and liquidating them. That's what he's supposed to be here, to provide liquidity. He should be selling coin people want to buy and buying coin people want to sell. Not putting up fake trades. Fake trades, he's manipulating the market. According to Coinbase's terms, user agreement, nobody is allowed to manipulate the price. It's prohibited. These guys at Coinbase are idiots, man. They're shooting themselves in the foot with their own gun. Nah, today goes to call out. I had enough. I'm calling this guy today. I didn't have time. I wish I would have made it. Any day that this exchange is open is the day that somebody gets robbed. A crime occurs. It's got to close. At least in New York. But within the next 30 days, I'm going to have them kicked out of New York. That's it. If this guy doesn't do his job, I'm going to the court. I'm filing an injunction against New York by these guys. Why they didn't close this down? Why they didn't yank their bit license? I'm going to the DA of New York City. They need to close it down. You want to see Coinbase, what you're messing with? You're going to find out soon enough. You guys are crooks. I never seen this. So, well, there is Mr. Russo. He doesn't understand. He hasn't made it clear to us that, about anything. But those two walls, they just happened to know what I was talking about, Oh, the two walls, I think what he was saying on the phone by his phone conversations. He didn't provide enough detail to us, but by his phone conversations, we know those two Kettling walls. Which is it, Coinbase? I didn't give you no detail, but here you are telling them by the phone conversation, these are the details I gave them. You contradict yourself in the same paragraph. And then he go, well, as far as phone conversations with him, from the detail he didn't provide us, and they talk exactly what I told them, and they explain it to the New York Department of Financial Services. I didn't give them no detail, but they described the whole situation to the NYFDS in the letter. And then they think people aren't going to be able, the bullshit detector's not going to go off. They went and told the NYFDS, he wasn't clear about what he was talking about. But from the phone calls, we understand he's talking about these two walls that are posted. We investigated it, and the two walls are posted by our market maker, who's posting 40 to 44 cents away from the last sale, as not to affect the price. And then we come back and we check it, and he's posting way over 40 to 44 cents. And the side that the difference from the mid-market price, the highest side with the of difference from the mid-market price, is the direction where the price goes. He's manipulating it. Why am I complaining? Because in the trading rules it says manipulation of any form of way and any client that is on Coinbase is strictly prohibited. That includes the market maker. Case closed. By tomorrow, Coinbase, since you didn't take care of this, you didn't give me my restitution, you didn't stop them, mark my words. I keep saying this to people. Everybody takes it as a joke. And then when they're sitting there in court, and when they get the letter that their bit license has been revoked, they're going to be sitting there trying to figure out how did that fucking dummy get this done. This always happens. It always happens. I must have done this so many times. That's why I was paid an exorbitant salary, because a lot of people couldn't figure out how I got things done because they were too stubborn in their heads to believe that I could do it. They're biased. Alright, people, let me post this up.